Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisi-support njalo ngokubuka amavidiyo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. Isigameko oqeda kusibona senzeke ngeviki eliphelile lapho khona imoto yamasosha ingene emfuleni linesosha phakathi. Akuthiwe kubikwe ukuthi akakatholakali. SANDF ikhipha istatement sifundeka kanje. Statement isiphume ngoLwesihlanu ngomhla ka-29 kuDisemba 2025. Isihloko sithi Incident at Macadamia during Operation Corona. Sifundeka kanje. The South African National Defence Force, SANDF, regrets to inform a tragic incident that occurred yesterday at Macadamia during the execution of Operation Corona. Whilst conducting the routine patrol duties, a military vehicle carrying members of the SANDF military police attempted to cross a river that had been heavily flooded due to recent weather conditions. During this operation, 2 SANDF members were swept away by the strong current of the flooded river. Tragically, the body of one SANDF member has since been recovered. The second member remained missing. An extensive search and secure operation is currently underway. The South African Police Service, SAPS, diving rescue team, supported by SANDF ORYX helicopter, continues to search for missing member. The rescue mission remains ongoing, and all efforts are being made to locate the member as quickly as possible. As the operation remains ongoing, the media is respectfully requested to provide space to allow search and secure efforts to continue and to enable the families to be duly informed and supported. The Minister of Defence and Military Veterans, Ms. Angie Motshekga, Deputy Minister of Defence and Military Veterans, Retired Major General Bantu Holomisa, Mr. Richard Hlophe, together with the Secretary of the Defence, Dr. Thobekile Gamede, as well as the Chief of the South African National Defence Force, General Ruzani Mapwanya, have conveyed their heartfelt condolences to the family, friends, and colleagues of the deceased member. They have also expressed their deep concern and solidarity with the family of the missing member during this difficult time.
Many people are worried that it's day number 3 today, still no sight of the missing soldier. What will be your approach today in terms of the search?
Good morning to yourself as well as to the viewers. We are continuing today as the past 2 days. We couldn't get all or we couldn't find the other missing SANDF member. However, we indicated yesterday because for the few days we were using our choppers. We also are using technological apparatus, the drones. Yesterday we were flying some drones. We are expecting a chopper today from EMS, because remember at first the first helicopter that arrived here was from SANPark, followed by the SANDF and the SAPS chopper. So today we're expecting an EMS depending on the weather, because we'll be guided by the pilot. However, this is a collaboration. We are not working in silos. We are working as the Prof joint together, trying to ensure that we find the member. We also are disturbed by, you see the river shows that it's swelling And the other challenge that we have is the issue of crocodiles in this area. However, our members are working, trying to ensure that they are also safe, because we don't want to have an incident where one of them might find themselves being in danger. So we are hopeful that as they continue to this morning, they are going to start in an hour or two, the diving unit. They are going to focus from the golf course down there, trying to check, because yesterday they went through behind us and also a day before. So they will go even further, trying to ensure that they find the missing SANDF member.
Yesterday, I understand that you were hopeful that perhaps the missing SANDF member would be found inside the car that was involved in this incident, or even underneath. Tell us about what happened, because I understand that you even brought a crane to pull out that car.
Yes, yesterday we thought maybe there is that possibility that we could find a member inside the vehicle. However, unfortunately, we couldn't find him. We only recovered 2 rifles, cell phones and other things, including the car keys of that buggy, where we managed to pull it out. That's when we intensified our efforts. We, as I indicated earlier, that we brought in the drones.
Amaphoyisa ke asebhizi ngokucinga leli social load elilahlekile. Sifisa sengathi nje angatholakala umndeni wakhe ukwazi ukuthola ithambo lakhe ulifihle mangaba akasekho emhlabeni. Indawo enjena ke kuthiwa kunezingwenya, awungabe usazi noma umuntu wakhona usaphila, kodwa ukuthola noma isicubu kwenza ukuthi umndeni wazi ukuthi kwenzakalane ngendodana yabo. Izibhlungu ke lezi ndaba ezehlela amasosha wakithi, kodwa nje sinethemba lokuthi i-rescue team izowenza lo msebenzi ewenza lapha ya. Sizozwa ngabo ke bazosibikela njengoba becelile ukuthi bacela ukuthi imedia ingabacini, bafuna nje ukusebenza kahle. Nami ngithi angenibikele nje ngento ezenzakalayo ukuthi cha akakatholakali umzimba waleli social load, kodwa amaphoyisa asacinga. Ngaleso sizathu asizukukhuluma izinto eziningi futhi asizukuspeculate, ngoba njengoba uzwabecela ukuthi bacela nje imedia ingabacini, kuyenzeka kugcine sekuphuma ne-misinformation, kugcine sekukhulunywa nento ezingelona iqiniso. Lokho ke kuyawulimaza umndeni osuku nemibuzo, udinga nezimpendulo ngesigameko esuke senzekile sehlela othandiweyo wabo. Ngakho ke ingakho bacela nje ukuthi imedia ingabaxini, ibaphi ithuba lokuthi bamcinge lo muntu, bathole ukuthi bayamthola nathi nami nje ngifisa sengathi bangakwazi ukuthola ithambo lakhe, ukuze umndeni nabo noma kuthiwa isihlobo sabo noma ingane yabo isidlulile emhlabeni, kodwa basho ukuthi ithambo lakhe salingcwaba la. Ilokho nje sikufisayo, sengathi ngayimpumelelo konke ke lokho abakwenzayo. Udaba lesibili engifisa silibheke manje udaba oluthinta indaba yama-hijack buildings. Amakhunywa ama-hijack buildings kusuke kungakhulunywa ngama-flat, kusuke kukhulunywa nange-private property, indawo nje private. Abantu abavele basuke bafuna ukuyongena nje kuleyo ndawo leyo, bavele bahloma imikhukhu. Into ebheda ngomthetho yilena: umuntu ungena ngokungekho semthethweni endaweni okungeyona eyakhe. Uma amaphoyisa noma abaphethe ubakahulumeni noma umnikazi wendaba esebakhipha, inkantolo sithi cha, labantu ukwazi ukubakhipha uma ungeke uzubaprovide nge-accommodation ofuneka bahlale kuyo. Kanti bebesukaphi? Nansi into efika ingabi fair ngomthetho, ukuthi manje umthetho ugcina sekuyindawo lapho uvikela khona noma sekuyinkundla le evikela khona into yobugebengu. Ukungena kwe-private property noma kwe-property kamasipala uyisebenzise ngale kwemvume, emveni kwalapho uma sebethi phuma endaweni bese kuthiwa no, awukwazi ukuthi umasipala ungakukhipha endaweni, kufanele wena bakuprovide nge-alternative indawo ozohlala kuyo yesibili. Kanti ubusuka apho uzungene kule ndawo. Umlungisi Mabaso owu-MMC we-Human Settlement la eJohannesburg ubekhuluma udaba olunjalo, ngicela uzwe la.
Bekala ngikhulela ngumntwana walapha ekhaya, Ngikhuliswe khona lapha.
Sikubhadala ukuthi uhijack.
Ngisebenzile khona lapha. Lalela. Ngisebenzile khona lapha. Namanye ngithathe khona lapha. Wena ufika after 50 years uzontshela ukuthi
inkantolo mina la. Angidisajela nguza la.
Wena nenkantolo nifanele nimbhadale.
Sikubhadale?
Yes.
No into efuna sizobopha lo
And
baba.
nifanele lalela.
Wena uphila ngajele.
Futhi.
That's why you belong.
Yona le jele ngiyayifuna. Lalela ngutshele. Ngiyankolota.
Uphila ngajele.
Yes, ngiyankolota. Ngipilo jele.
Are you paying for the services here?
Yona le jele yankolota. Nawe uyankolota. Nifanele nithenge money khipha la. Nifanele niphume nidinge indawo. Nithengele indawo. Niyakhele indlu ngizohlala nefamily yami. And then money niqedile ukwakha indlu nifake amanzi electricity. No, lalela ngiqeda ukuqala. La ngizokuphathana. Ufake electricity ufake amanzi. And then nabantu abahlala njengomuntu. And then from there every person belongs to me. Umubhadale 50,000. Then stop. Simple. It's simple.
Iyaphi indlu esokunikeza yona? Iyiwani indlu esokunikeza yona?
Yeah.
Isele Sun City. That's the only house
Sun
I'm going to give
City indawo yamuntu noma ubani. Namanje now
that's the only house we're going to give to you because you hijack your property. You invited people, you are consuming services for free.
khona kusho ukuthi lo muntu atshotshile abamitami kusho ukuthi uthunywe yini yena ngizomphathela la khona la yes masambe nginibonisa
Yebo mfethu asibophe nomuntu.
Bindazi lo muntu. Indawo ahleli kuyo bangene ngenkani. Akufanele babe khona. Okwesibili badonswa ama services kahulumeni mahala. Badonsa amanzi ngokungekho semthethweni banamanzi. Badonsa ugesi ngokungekho semthethweni banogesi. And njengoba lo gesi benawo kunomuntu okhokhelwayo. Athi ngeke ngixoxele ngeke ngahlala emkhukhwini mina. Uma uhlala emkhukhwini ugesi wakhona ukhokha R100 uma 150 ngenyanga uzowusenza inyanga yonke kunomuntu oresponsible lo muntu futhi othi ugesi umucishile kube uyena osukayo anilungisela bheka ukuthi konakelepi njengoba uzwa lo lethi unama meter wakhe uthi ke umlungisi la mayichaza uMMC uthunywe inkantolo ingakho ngithi inkantolo iyayigqugqumezela into eyiphuma emthethweni eyiphuma nje endleleni inkantolo bekufuneka ithi labantu abaphume ngoba kwakungena kwabo kuyiphuthe kuyicala trespassing ukuthi ungangena endaweni yomuntu noma ekahulumeni noma ekamasipala ungene wakho umkhukhu into enkinga ngomkhukhu once yabakhona nje umkhukhu into yokuqala efunakalayo amanzi kunama organization ahlezi alindele ukuthi awubophisa uhulumeni ukuthi aka provide amanzi ngoba amanzi ayi human right ayi basic need nanze inkinga esibhekene nayo yama organization nokuthi inkantolo phela kusho ukuthi inkantolo iyagqugqumeza lento enziwe labantu ngoba manje uhulumeni sekufuneka aprovide ngalabantu indawo zokuhlala kodwa lapha bengene ngokungekho semthethweni usho ukuthi umuntu oyisilima yimi nawe othi wena asilinde sibhalise silinde izinto zenze ngomthetho naba abantu bazothola indawo basiza ukuthi bangena ngenkani endaweni engeyona yabo cela uzwe la
So the reality is that the land is privately owned. They shouldn't be residing there. But second to that, there are environmental constraints on that land. So it's not the land that is habitable. So it's not the land that is suitable for human settlement. So people should not be residing in that particular property. But over and above that, there are quite a number of dynamics. So you've got different owners, in that small precinct. So you've got properties that are owned by the province. You've got properties that are privately owned, and some of the sheikhs they've overlapped to another property with a different owner. You've got people that have hijacked some properties there. They are claiming to own those properties which they inherit from the previous owners. So it's something that we are going to deal with. we are reverting back to our offices. We are going to formulate charges against those that have hijacked, because they had confessed to us, and we've got some of the recordings where they were making that confession, saying that they are owning those properties and they are the landlords. So we need to deal with that, because people are staying there, they are paying to them, they are consuming services of government for free, they are not paying for anything, but yet they are charging rent to certain occupiers. So it's something that we are going to deal with, because we went for a legal opinion, and the law is very clear that we can charge people who have hijacked properties, who are charging people rent on properties that they do not own. So it's something that we are going to deal with. But there are environmental issues there. The land is privately owned. The court has compelled us to move those people out. The landlord got an eviction order, so we need to comply as the city. But over and above that, there is a policy or the bylaw or the process that we also need to devise as the city of Johannesburg. You see, it can't be our problem all the time when people have illegally settled on privately owned properties, because landlords, private landlords, they've got responsibility to protect their properties. They need to make sure that it's properly secured. They need to make sure that there are no invasions. They don't allow people to trespass in their property. So they also need to make sure that their areas are protected. So in instances where these properties they get invaded, and it becomes the responsibility now of the Department of Human Settlements to see how they deal with that. I don't think it's fair, even on the resources that must be channeled in building proper houses for the residents of Johannesburg, formalizing informal settlements that are located in areas that are suitable for development, informal settlements that were established during apartheid eras. So we should be focusing on those areas. We should be focusing on people that applied in 1996 and 1997. We should be focusing on people who want affordable accommodation. We should be focusing on revitalizing the inner city, but we are channeling the resources now, in providing accommodation for people who have settled in privately owned properties, because the private landlord could not protect their properties. So it's something that we need to deal with. We are going to engage with the development planning and other sister departments to see how we can develop bylaws or policies that will protect the resources of government, from getting wasted every time when there are court orders which compels us to provide an alternative accommodation, especially in properties where private landlords should have protected their properties against invasions.
Zokhumbula ukuthi uDJ Waras njoba bekane private security company wacelwa yilandlord umnikazi webuilding ukuthi akangenelele kulolu daba, ngeshwa ke wabulawa. Ngoba labantu labo kuyibona abasuke sebedlela ama buildings angeke bavuma ukuluza, ngeke baze bavuma. Yingakho lolu daba ufuna balibhekisise. Labantu abalapha eParliament ufuna bayeke ukulala manje benza umsebenzi wabo. EParliament they are the lawmakers, abaguqula umthetho, abakhanda umthetho ozokwenza ukuthi umuntu ongena endaweni ngobugebengu, ngoba uvelo wakhe umkhukhu nje kwendaweni engavumelekile, umuntu ongena kanjani akungaphoqwa, abangaphoqa ukuthi uhulumeni manje akathatha ama resources ngamafunele labantu indawo. Ubafunela kanjani indawo ngoba kwasekuqaleni kwakhona nje ukungena kwabo lapha akukho semthethweni. Athi no, it's inhumane kanjani, into ebalekile ukuthi benze ubugebengu. Into eyinkinga la ngala ama private landlord iyodwa, abanye abekho nokubabikho la eSouth Africa, ona mhlambe 30 50 100 hectares womhlaba akahlali la, uhlala kwelinyizwe. Ingakho noma bengena labantu akaboni kusenesikhathi, ezwe sekulate nesikhathi seseqala sekiwe inkantolo sekuzama ukulungisa isimo, labantu sebehlalile lapha umthetho usuthi uma besuswa abanikezwe enye indawo. Ngoba enye into efuna siyikhulume leyo eyenzekayo ngalabantu laba bangama landlord owner le indawo lezi private, ukuthi abahlali lapha. So yingakho nje ngithi inkinga le ndaba hayi encane, inkinga yangempela. Ngicela uzwe la.
Thank you very much. We came here to do a site inspection and also to conduct an assessment. based on the court order that has compelled us as the city of Johannesburg to relocate the people who took occupation of that property. So that informal settlement is called Ginger Park, and there is a court order which forces us as the city to relocate those people, and we need to identify and get an alternative accommodation for them. So now there is a process and a criteria to that effect. So not everyone qualifies for alternative accommodation because we got a council police which guides us in terms of providing the alternative accommodation. But for us now to commence the relocation and the processes, we need to conduct such an assessment audit, but also to familiarize ourselves with the area. So that's why we had came in today, because there is a plan now that we are submitting even to the mayor, and we are costing now the plan in terms of the relocation, because the court has given us up until the end of February to relocate those residents, which is not sufficient for us to plan, because for you to do a proper relocation, you need to plan, you need more than 6 months. Just to identify a land, work on the land, make sure that you've got proper services provided in that particular land. So this time around, we have not been given sufficient time to prepare, and that's why we had to be on the ground today on the 28th of December, so that we are able to work on that relocation plan for us to try and meet the deadline of the 28th of February as provided by the court order.
Sibambe le video la, cela ukuze ukuphala kwakho la comment section. Ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani lolu daba esizixoxayo. Kodwa zimbili izinto esikhuluma ngazo la. Abantu aba-own umhlaba abangekho la eSouth Africa. Yibo laba bakhanda lenkinga. Ngoba ukube babe seduze babezobona ukuthi hayibo namba abantu bengena endaweni yethu. Sheshe lixazululeke lolu daba. Namhlanje seliphoqa ukuthi City of Johannesburg ayenziswe. Kodwa njengoba uzothi kusekhona abantu ababhalisa izindlu ngo96 na ngo97 abakazitholi. Ingakho ngithi mina kusho ukuthi ke abantu abazelima yilabo abathi bafuna ukwenza izinto ngomthetho. Uma ufuna ukuwina, ufuna ungene kanje ngokungekho semthethweni, uma benisa enkantolo, inkantolo ikhipha i-court order ezothi afunelwani ilokhuzana i-accommodation. Uhulumeni umasipala akani provide ngendawo. Laba abazenza indlela ngendlela balindile. Kunjalo ke South Africa. Kunja ingakho ngithi mina angisazi manje noma izinkantolo nazo ziyaqhuqumezela na ukuthi abantu baphula umthetho, angazi. Uyabona nje ukube nje kukhulunywa ngomthetho lo njoba kukhulunywa nje ngabantu nje abacabangayo. Bewuzofika umuntu sithi mana wo ungene kanjani? Ukungena kwakhe akukho semthethweni wena. So kwenza ukuthi noma yini ozoyisho ngingabe ngisayelalela. Manje akukhulunywa kanjani? Akukhulunywa kanjani? Makuze emthethweni umuntu angeba nimbuka. Kodwa kuthiwa it is arrest. Ubumbukiye umbonile eba. Umuntu angabulala umuntu. Uthiwa no, it is arrest. Kodwa ubumbonile. Thetho kusho njalo. Iyoze kusho inkantolo. Eyozithi hayi ngempela ukwenziwe. So kahle enkantolo ejele bakhona abantu abangenile bahlala khona ngenxa ukuthi bebengenabo abameli abapowerful abakwazi uinterpreta kahle umthetho bawu-argue. Umuntu wagcina wagwetshwa icala ngalasi. Ngizama ukuveza nje ukuthi umthetho unaleyo nkinga. Njengoba manje abantu abangena endaweni okungafanele babe lapho beba ama-service kahulumeni. Ngithandile kodwa lithi bazopressa ama-charges, babavulela amacala. Beba ama-services kahulumeni, baba namanzi, baba nogesi, bakoleka bona imali kubantu. Njengoba ngisho lathi ngiyayazi lento personal. Akwakhokhelwa bona ngama-service abawebile. Inkantolo ayikubuki konke lokho, ayinendaba nakho. Kodwa ithi kubo akuthi kuphela uFebruary noma uMarch angisazwanga kahle. bebe sebebatholele enye indawo. Mina nawe sidibane evideo elandelayo, ngiyabonga.